Hello, it's me again.
Hello, it's me again. Let's paint some veins on Mr. Hani here. I'm going to show you guys his teeth again. I don't know if they showed up very good. There we go. See the little teeth in the middle? It looks better. So, then I'm going to give him like a more pale skin tone with lots of veins, you know. Hungry baby. Alright, so I'm going to put you guys up. Okay, so I got this brush out. I thought it would be good for veins. So I'm going to take some of this paint out. I'm just going to use this. That's too much. There we go. I cleaned a couple of my wells out because they were almost done. My cat stepped in the middle there. Okay, I think I'm going to put a little bit of thinning medium in there. Ouch. Hit my elbow. My daughter is back in first place. Hope you guys continue to vote for it. I'll put, for those of you who didn't see my last video, I'll put her link down in the description again. Alright. Kind of mix this in. Make sure I made too much. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Maybe I'll use it as a model or something on the next baby. I don't know. Okay, this is BC liquid medium that I have in here. I'm just gonna make this kind of a thicker mix. Oops. Okay, that looks good. Clean this up. Accidentally went over with the brush. Got a little crazy. I got the colors out that I think I'm going to use, so probably going to do an eyelid purple first. Like sponging, and then we'll do a blue. I got blue. I got all my purples out just in case. I got my blue. I'm probably just going to do a wash. I got my darker reds, my black, green. There's another purple. I don't know if I'm going to need to put any yellow on him, but we'll see. Okay, I used to do my veins with powders, so doing them with paint is kind of a almost new thing for me. I'm getting blue in that red, so that red's gonna have to go now too. That's okay. Just want to get rid of that before I forget about it. Making a mess with this vein blue. I should have used a better brush to mix it up with. And this little one. I can't find my little throwaway brushes. I think that they may have fallen back behind my drawer. I'm going to have my husband pull the drawer out and get them out because I cannot find them anywhere. So that must have been what happened. Alright, there. Now I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so I got this idea from Al's nursery to to keep your veins from smearing, to just take a paper towel, kind of dab them. So in real babies, vein comes down the neck and goes up into the head, kind of like that, branches out. So we're gonna do that. Let's see how that looks. So I'm gonna go around this, these little creases right here. Some little branchies. Okay, so I'm just going to take this paper towel and kind of dab it. Got a piece of hair in there. We don't need you there. Don't need you there, you piece of hair. I'm still making my veins light because I'm just used to it. Alright. And I kind of curve around up here. Kind of messed that up, but I'll fix it when I pounce it in. Okay. Making little trees. I want these veins to be darker though, but I might have to go over them again. That's okay. Okay, this one goes up here, here. That's good. Okay, I'm going to do this other side. Fix this. Mess that up. You guys sing when you paint? Either sing or listen to music, one or the other. Actually, I don't really mind this paint all that much. I've been using blue because I'm not too afraid to use this vein blue, but I kind of like the vein blue. It kind of looks nice. I'm going to put a little branch right here. Right there. Making vein trees. Looks like spooky branches. Spooky branches. I just looked at my camera, so I was worried maybe you guys can't even see what I'm doing. I'm afraid maybe I've been out of camera. Oh, not here. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit because I'm worried you guys aren't seeing everything I'm doing. Is that better? Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna start here. Do more branchy branches. Kind of make them meet up in the middle, kind of. Like that. Not like that. There. Don't like that in the middle there. Didn't meet up very well. Okay, let's try that again. Make it meet up better. No, I didn't need to do that. There's a stick. I hate these ones with this plastic on the top. It's so irritating. I have to pull that off every time. I don't like it. Okay. There. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna make one right here. Okay. Okay. So now I kind of need to bring them down in the front. I want to make kind of thinner ones in the front. Where'd my stick go? I messed up right there. There. Get rid of that one. Okay. Can you guys see that? Go down into the eye here. And make lots of branches on the forehead. Sorry I'm not talking a lot. I actually, it's not normal for me to like talk and paint at the same time. I'm kind of like focusing on what I'm doing. But yeah, that's just all you do is make little branchies everywhere. Kind of fun, actually. Kind of like painting trees. Like I say, like scary trees. Okay, I'm gonna make another little, maybe I'll connect it here. Make another little branchy there. There we go. And make it come up this way too. Okay. I think my cat's been in here a lot because I've been having the door open because I have a screen in this window and there's no screens in except for me and Maddie's window. Okay. So you guys see all his veins? They come up from his neck. Since he's got this big old neck, you can use it. I'll probably go over them again because they look kind of light. Over this one again. It's not very dark. I can hardly see it. I'm just kind of going over the ones that I already did because I can't hardly see them. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I can't even see them. I can't even find them to do it over again. No, I don't like that. Or maybe. I can kind of like that now. Now that I'm looking at it, I like it. There we go. How do those look? So here's the back of his head, the side, his neck, his forehead. Turn this a little bit so you guys can see better. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I got the veins all baked in. Woo, woo. I think I need to go back a little bit. There we go. Okay, so you guys can see. Maybe you can see. Yeah, you can see them. And I'll show you on the legs. You can't even see them, but I put like a little bit here and up the leg here and into the, I put one that branched off that way, some on the foot. Yeah, I'll probably have to darken it later, so maybe it's good that I made a bunch of it. You can see the vein here and here on his foot. I left it dark on his foot at least. And then here's his hand. See where I put that in that crease. Alright, so this is my eyelid purple. Again, this is my BC liquid medium. Basically all I use, except for when I'm making like washes, and I use a little bit of the Gamsol just to even it out a little bit, make it go farther. All right. Get my spongy out. Okay, got my purple texture sponge. I'm gonna put a little more paint in here. Not very dark. I think this mixes up better than most paints do with the liquid medium. Than paints like when you're mixing with just regular thinner. That's my pouncing brush. So I'm just going to paint some of this on here. Some of these I've made myself. I'm not going to tell you how I make them because I got the idea from Al's Nursery. And I want you guys to go over there and see how she does it. She'll explain how to do it. But these are the ones I bought from, what's it called? Small World Nursery. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp this texture all over him. And I'm going to go over all the creases and stuff. Okay. It's definitely a different way to paint, but I think my dolls still look like my dolls. I think that's one of the things I was worried about, that my dolls would come out looking different. Alright. I'm just gonna pounce some of this in. Okay. I'm just going to take a little thin brush and go around all the creases, all the details. Inside the ears and stuff. He's got the weirdest looking ears. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do the limbs, and because you guys get this pretty simple and straightforward. Just, you know, go the first, this is like the first layer, so it's not really going to show that much. I'm probably definitely going to have to go back over his veins because I made them really light. So I want him to be like a really like pale, almost bluish baby. But I'm also going to try to not make him look, you know, weird. So I'll give him sort of a regular baby skin tone, but also kind of a vampire skin tone, if you will. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, I'm back again. I've done a little bit of painting off camera, and you guys can tell the difference between the flange and the head. So what I did was, so far we've done veins, we did the eyelid purple, well, not model, but texture layer, sponging layer, this. I went ahead and started painting my my Milan too. I'm going to make him a cuddle baby. So what I did was like a blue, a purplish blue wash on him. So I want to stay in the cooler area. I might go ahead and do like one red on him just to see how he looks like a. So I'll go ahead and just do it because I need to start building up the color. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use a darker red. It's a watermelon. I'm gonna go ahead and use that because it's almost a cool layer. Close. Let's see. I'll find me a red texture sponge. This one will work. Oh, I have a smaller one of this. I haven't opened my big one yet, so I'm going to use up that one first. Where is it? I have a little tiny one. Okay. All right. All right, so I got this. Oh, what's that? I don't know if there's a package here. I heard a truck. Might be just putting stuff in my mailbox up there. I almost got all my Katie Marie's clothes, and she's gonna be going home. I'm waiting for a body for her because silly me. When I got Katie Marie a long time ago, and I got some, she comes with sitting limbs, which is what I painted with her. But she I went ahead and bought some standing limbs because I was going to make a standing one. And I don't know what I did with the other. I did something with the other limbs. I think I used them for another kit or something. But I didn't have the sitting limbs, so I bought the sitting limbs. And I swore that I bought a body because I only have a standing body. Because the body it came with is kind of like one of those white bodies with the metal on them, and I don't use those. So I forgot to get a body, so all I have is the standing body. I don't have like a sitting body for, and I didn't really steal a body from another kit. So I ordered one from McPherson's. They have some good ones. They have the doe suede ones. So I got one of those. So I'm going to put her together as soon as it gets here. This weekend I'll get her all ready and do a photo shoot of her. And okay, so again, I'm just stamping this everywhere. Even go over the nose and stuff, and the mouth, and then I'm gonna go over all the. I'm gonna pounce that in a lot, especially on the face, because I want that to blend in. I don't want it to look textured on the face. Go over the ears. Hard to get all these ears because they're so bulbous. Okay, I like the way that looks. I really like this color. It's like my favorite red. That's why I got it in a larger size too. So I needed some other paint, and so I went ahead and got that. I'm just gonna go around and do like the little spots that you can't get with the little creases and everything that you can't really get. Go in the nose. I'll have to start being a little more careful with that soon. Do his little dimples. Oops. Where'd that come from? That's weird. Must have touched it on there. Just going around all the creases, kind of tapping them in. I want to get in his mouth here. Get the very back underneath his little teeth. Okay, get a little pouncy back there. Do the underneath the tongue, a little bit on the tongue, and to avoid the teeth as much as possible. And go ahead and go over the lips. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the limbs. So I'm gonna do like the same thing, you know, just go over with the sponge and then go over with the smaller brush. Again, I'm not like as worried with him as I would be like if he was like supposed to be like a regular baby. I can be a little more crazy, use colors that I wouldn't usually use, but so far I'm pretty much using the same colors I would use on a regular baby so far. And I'm gonna go, these first couple layers, I meant to say this before, I'm gonna go over like most of the creases, like even the ones I don't want to highlight, just with these first layers, like I did the purple in those creases that I may not like want to highlight later on, just because I want to kind of fill them with paint so they don't catch, like they don't get all gunked up from the rest of the paint that I'm going to put on. You gotta watch your creases. Make sure that you pounce them out. Don't let paint build up in them. Otherwise, you're going to get gunky creases. You don't want gunky creases. Alrighty. Pounce the ears a little bit more. They look really wet. Okay, so I'm going to bake him and I'll come back and show you how he looks. Okay, so I am doing a green, like, sponging layer, this weird sponge with the holes in it. So I already did the head, can see it a little bit through here. So I'll go ahead and do the arms. I think on the next layer I want to redo the veins, because he looks a little pinky, which is good. I want that in his skin tone, but I'm going to go ahead and do this green, and that'll kind of get some yellow too in there. I don't know if I'm going to do any more yellow. I might do a yellow after, but again, I want his skin tone to be like, oh, there's thunder. I want his skin tone to be like kind of cold, like pale. So that's why I'm doing all these cooler colors on him. So I want it to be really pale, like he's a hungry vampire baby. Kind of have to roll this because it's got holes. It's kind of rounded at the end. Where's my pouncer? Oh. I'm pouncing this out pretty good too because I want it more diffused. And I'm not really going over much of the creases with this. I'm just going to do a few little ones. Just some of the like deeper creases. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I'm doing with this green. So I'm gonna go ahead and bake this, and then I'll come back and we can do something a little more exciting. I might go over his veins again too off camera, because that's not very exciting. You already saw me do that. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm doing kind of a thick mottling layer on him. So I did, or her, him, her, I don't know. So I did strawberry. You can see I've done mottling, and then I did, you know, the creases and all that kind of stuff, and inside the mouth. It's not very good lighting here. Let's see. There we go. Is that better? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on the limbs now. We'll do the... I only use like one side of this mottling sponge at a time. Maybe if I had a bigger baby and I wanted to use it on. And it's also a thicker mix. It's strawberry, ABC, strawberry. So I mixed it with some, like the same way I did the veins. So I mixed some thinning medium, and then I put a little bit of the liquid medium in it. Hair right there. pouncing it in a little bit. I pounced it more in on his head because I didn't want that to show as much, but I want this to show, so I'm not pouncing as much. Where are these hairs coming from? Since it's getting cooler out, I'm trying to leave my window open, and that way I leave my door open. My cats still get in even though I have a thing in the door. A baby door, I mean. Baby gate. It's one of those screen kind of ones. I think I've already mentioned this before. Let me put you guys down a little bit. You can't see what I'm doing. I go around the elbow a lot because I don't want it to be modeled on the elbow. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of mash it into the hand. Just put a little bit on the back of the fingers, not much. Just to get some color on there. Okay. I'm going to do some of the creases. I'm just pouncing in my creases. I think that crease is good enough. Oops. Okay, so that's basically all I'm going to be doing, is just going into the creases and you know, putting some red on the little tips of the fingers and the toes. So I'm going to do that and bake, and then I'll come back. Probably should end this video and then I can start a new one to finish him up. Okay, so I'm going to end the video. This is the way he's looking right now. I think he looks kind of greenish in a way, so still got to work on him. I think I'm going to do another red, and then maybe I'll do like a flesh layer. So I think I'll do like kind of a blushing, because I want him to be pale and pasty looking. So but I need to work on his details a lot because I want the inside of his mouth to look darker. So I might do another model with that thick strawberry. Or I might do nah, I think I'll do another one of the red ones. Maybe. We'll see. When I come back, we'll see. Okay, so I'll show you his hands. They're building up the color on his hands. Come on. Let's focus. There we go. Okay, so there's his hand. One hand. There's the other hand. Okay. And building up the color on his feet too. They don't look as good yet as his hands do, but we're starting to get there. Stop trying to focus on the baby back there. There. Okay. So you can see we're building up the color. His legs are kind of floppy from being in the oven. Alright, so I'll be back and we'll do some more painting. So if you guys like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe and go get an authentic doll kit. Like, I'll just show Hani again. Or my very, very yellow, kind of greenish Milan, who I'm still working on. And he's by Olga Auer and Hani's by AK Kitagawa. Or, yeah, get paint and everything you need to make a reborn. Or find an artist who makes only authentic reborns and collect, because it's fun. Okay, bye!